Welcome to the Broski Dills podcast, the best podcast in all of the land. It's your boy Kiko Flo, Kiko Cervantes, the guy with the accent. And on the other side of the screen is my boy, Chef Maurice, the other guy with the accent, the thicker accent. Look at his eyes, look at his face. Of course that motherfucker got a thick accent. How we doing, Chef Maurice?
And I think dick.
Whoa. You cannot say that in the first 10 seconds of the YouTube video. Come on, dog. But yeah, I think people assume your Pinino is as thick as your accent.
That's good, right?
That's good. I mean, you have a thick-ass accent. I see you have very glossy eyes. Do you have any sort of condition in your eyes that makes it like glossy, like shine? Or is it just a consequence of the Eddie Murphys?
No, I have glaucoma.
You have glaucoma. That's what I thought. And I just wanted to clear it up because some people have been asking in the chat. Thank you for joining. Like every week, we bring you the good, the sauce. We got like new lights for Chef Maurice. So as you can see, he looks a lot brighter. He looks better. That's why we were able to see actually the glassiness in his eyes. And again, not to call him out, it was just more to bring clarity and transparency to the people that listen, because they do appreciate that part of our podcast. That we're not on that BS bullshit.
I hope it's the people that listen and watches, because if you're listening, you don't fucking know about the lights.
Right. And if you don't, if you don't watch, yeah, if you don't watch, then I'm here just calling you out for no reason. They're like, oh, I didn't even know. But this is for the people that watch, because a lot of people do like to watch. Sometimes you might have gone to your parents' room at night thinking your mom was, getting beat up. And when you enter, certain sensual things are happening. And your dad might just be like, hey, let the boy watch.
What?
Let him learn.
You can't say that in the first 10 seconds of the episode, huh?
Yeah, I think it's been more. So we can actually start incrementing now and getting dirtier and dirtier and dirtier.
How do you deal with that situation?
What as a child or a father?
As a child. Both. How do you deal? Like you're doing the deed with mom.
I'm not.
With your child's mom.
Right. Okay.
Right. And your child walks in. How do you deal with that situation?
That's crazy, right? Let me ask you. You have a kid, so maybe you're a little bit more accustomed to this.
But did you ever see your parents doing the deed?
I think there was a time when I went in and some shit was weird, but I was too young to even notice it. So I never really saw anything. But I don't know why there's something in my brain, like in the old files hidden somewhere. You know those old memories?
Maybe you don't want to dig into those.
Maybe I'm traumatized.
Yeah. Maybe that's it.
And it's been secluded in part of my brain. I mean, at the end of the day, is it that big of a blunder? I mean, you just sort of explain, hey, we were just talking things through.
Why
are you bleeding, mommy?
As a child, what do you...
We cannot talk about this in the first 10 minutes of the video, bro. You're going crazy. It's crazy.
As a dad, I don't know how I would handle that situation. I mean, I think right now he's still at a very young age that if he walks in, he doesn't understand what's going on.
I think that's what happened to me. I was probably like 3-4 when it happened to me.
Okay, so you don't... And at that time, you don't know what sex is. So.
Right. You're just like, whoa. Oh, that's just a fun game. Let me join in. Right. Whoa. And cut. We can't be talking about this in the first 15 minutes of the YouTube podcast. Come on, dog. Hey, let me talk to you about something. Because we were saying, right? We were saying the World Cup is coming to the U.S. Wait, Number one. What?
You have the Cuban...
I have the Cuban link? The flow?
The flow.
I mean, I have a small little chain. I like my silver, but very, very classy.
You look good today.
Cuban chain would be more, thank you. You look good too. We didn't even coordinate it, but we both came with sort of like a dress shirt, just looking nice. I have my cut recent.
I don't have my cut recent.
You don't have your cut recent. And we don't mean the circumcision, which we spoke about last episode. People might think about that cut. Team hooded forever for life.
I should get cut soon. I'm going on vacation.
All right, you're going to Disney World, right?
I'm going to Disney World for the first time.
Land of the free, home of the rich. That's what I hear.
True. I'm going with my kid, so I'm very excited to see his expressions. How
This is
he'll
the
feel
first time
about
that
it.
your kid is gonna go to Disney, right? Do you
Yes.
feel like you're gonna even enjoy it more than when you went yourself? Just because like living life through his lens is like even more exciting.
Interesting. I don't know. I think so. I'm hoping so. I'm probably gonna do things that I wouldn't do, if I didn't have a kid. I'm not a very roller coaster guy.
Right.
I'm afraid of heights. I'm a little pussy in that sense.
Paper bitch.
So I'm guessing my female companion will do that
Right. Take sort
with
of the
him.
put the pants
But he's
on.
still small, right? He's still small, so he's not like he can do the big roller coasters.
I mean, you can do the things that he's able to do, right?
Right, for sure.
You wouldn't be
That's
afraid of that.
right.
Like
And I think
going
we're
into
gonna
the
go to
fucking, the little, the snail
right
track. whatever.
the a small world.
Small world.
thing.
That to me, that's amazing.
You have
Like,
to go. You
I mean,
have
I'll be
to go.
honest with
That's
you.
a classic.
All those Disney classics, I have a nostalgia for them, and we've talked about this in the past. They've taken almost all of those things out, and what's the main one called? Disney World. Yeah, Disney World.
Yeah, Magic
Yeah,
Kingdom.
Disney World in Orlando, Magic Kingdom, and Epcot. They have sort of the more classic rides. But yeah, they've changed everything. But yeah, in any case, your kid is gonna go for the first time. It's gonna be nice. You're going with a family, big group.
Yes, big group. We're all having shirts.
That my sister did that last year when I
We're
went to
gonna
the
have
U.S.
shirts.
and we went to like the parks. She made shirts for like 10 of us, and that's the thing that like when your sister asks you to do that, you gotta do it, right? Because like you
Right.
gotta show. You don't want to. I'm already considered the Grinch of the family, so I don't want to feed that narrative
Right.
more. So I wear it, but I do
Fake
feel
news
like a
right there.
loser. You know? How are you feeling
When you're
about this
wearing
shirt? Yeah.
I'm actually excited. I think it's very cute. My wife and her friend Claude came up with a design.
Mm.
So we're gonna print it out, and it's Disney themed and like space related.
Oh, okay. You're also going to Kennedy Space Center?
We're hoping so.
Okay.
We're hoping to go, but my son loves anything space related. So it has a rocket ship, and I think it's going to Disney or to the castle, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of cute, and then we all have like positions for the rocket ship. So like commander, whatever, the flyer.
Yeah,
it's
I
kind
mean,
of cute.
we did something similar where we had our name, but the name on the shirt was actually a character in like the Mario world, some shit like that. Like I was Bowser, and someone else was Toad, and
But I think you went the wrong world. There,
yeah,
right?
we mix and matched. We did a sort of copy and
I mean,
paste.
you can't do Nintendo in Disney, right?
Well, you're fucking doing Space and Mickey Mouse, motherfucker. Don't come judge my family for the
No,
shirt
no.
we made.
I am judging your
You
family.
see, the problem. This is the thing. The egos. This is what happens.
No, but you can't. I mean, it's another world.
Because we played
Right,
Mario Kart
Nintendo-
together, so we had like Mario Kart, characters. But then
Okay.
we're going. You know what? The shirt was about. Actually, the shirt wasn't about Disney. It was about Universal Studios. Now that I remember.
Oh, right.
I-
if you
Yeah,
if
but
you
I
went to
think-
Disney, it wouldn't make sense.
Anyways, oh, you mean because Universal owns
I
the
think
Mario
so.
World thing, right? Okay. Yeah, you're
I
right.
think
You're
so.
right.
They also
Yeah,
have
you're right.
the theme park.
Yeah,
for
the
it,
new
so-
park has a Mario World inside.
I mean,
epic,
if-
epic.
If let's say there's a group and you guys are doing all shirts, you gotta, like you said, mix and match. Like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
you can be Bowser, but so and so could be Mickey or Goofy, and then if you have both worlds together, then
the fact that you're cool and you find it cute to wear these shirts, but you have a problem with the intra worlds that I'm using from different IPs. Like to me, the fact that bothers you, just like it baffles me. That like that's where like like it's not the whole
That's where I draw the line,
homosexual
yeah,
vibe
yeah.
of the whole thing. Like right, like it's not. It's not the LGBTQ fucking stupid, thought of just putting a fucking shirt matching with all these people. Like, none of that's all cool. It's the fact that I'm using characters from a different video game. And I think that says a lot about you. Anyways. Okay, so look, I wanted to talk to you. The World Cup is coming soon, right? In the US. Number one, the best. Probably the best one. I've talked to all of them. It's the best one. This is funny because we're going to have Trump in a World Cup. There's going to be memes about that shit. He's going to be in the games. Like, it's going to be crazy. We're going to have a lot of crazy things in this World Cup. I'm sure we'll have, episodes where we talk about it. But on this World Cup, there's going to be a halftime show. Only in the final, right?
I think it's the final.
Yeah, I think it's in the final. 48 teams. First time that so many teams play. Am I correct in thinking in the past it used to be 32 teams?
Correct.
Right, so 16 more. It does make it less special. I don't think it makes it better. I think it makes it like... But on another sense, is it more games? It is, right? It's got to be more games. Is it across 1 month, as it's always been, or more?
It's across one month, and then there's going to be more games in one day. I think there's like 4, maybe 5 games a day.
Okay.
I
for
think
us, that's for entertainment, that's great.
Yes.
But I don't know if for the players it is.
Well, you're having more teams. That's why you're having more games, but they're playing the same amount of games.
Okay,
right?
I feel you.
To the final.
Okay.
I think it's too much. It diminishes the product.
Okay. That's what I was thinking too.
There's so many games that I don't want to watch, but I'm still probably going to watch because it's a World Cup.
I mean, we both know that in every World Cup, there's certain days where you're like, I'll skip that day of watching football.
And you're only missing 1 or maybe 2 games, right?
Yeah.
But
now
you're
imagine with so many teams that are subpar standard-wise that you're like, yeah, I'm not going to watch fucking the Maldives play, St. Martin or whatever. I don't know.
I'm going to look it up. But there's some games that...
Well, but I wanted to get to a subtopic of this. Shakira apparently is doing the song.
Again?
And it's the same shit always. It's like this little dance and he's like, hey. It's like, I'm fucking tired of Shakira's fucking World Cup songs. I think the first one was super fire, cool, it's different. Now she's been singing the same fucking song for the last 15 years.
And in her concert. And I went to a concert of hers and she sings that song.
Oh, recently?
Yeah. I went in December.
She sung that song?
Yeah.
So in December, it had already been
15, 16 years. And she
you mean she sang the original one?
The Waka Waka song, right?
She sung. Okay. You got to explain it better. Okay, so in this concert, she sung the original. Yeah, I mean, the Waka Waka is cool. I think she even did the 28, what up? She did another year. 2016, maybe? After the Waka Waka, I didn't know this. I recently found out. She actually did another World Cup. Maybe with Pitbull? With Pitbull, maybe? That was a fire song. Get your lighters in the sky. Yeah, that was Shakira with Pitbull.
2014 for Brazil. Shakira.
Okay, so she did 2010 and 2014. And now she's going to do 2026. 3 World Cups, bro.
Too much.
It's too much,
I love
bro.
her, but...
I love her. I mean, I don't...
Give me variety.
Yeah, give me something else. Give me variety. Give me that variety.
Give me someone from, Vietnam doing fucking...
Yeah, I want fucking Lil Jim from Vietnam to do me a song. Like, why is it that now Latinos, they're entitled to everything?
Ricky Martin also did the 98 song.
Ya, no la vida loca. Sí. Which, by the way, very basic elementary songs. All of these.
Listen, it's great. It's a great World Cup song.
It's good. It's catchy stuff.
It's catchy.
But
it's what the radio wants.
But it's almost like AI slop. It's like, hey, can you put a bunch of words that make everyone understand that this is about winning? Like it's very weird. Have you seen the new one from Shakira?
It's coming out this week, right?
Yeah, but she's already put out like a clip.
Oh, I haven't seen it. No,
And
no,
it's called Die Die, so it's like literally the same thing. It's just like da 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 die 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 ha 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 boom boom boom, like, and then she's
some
shaking
ass
her
shaking.
ass. She's shaking her ass like she's never, like, I've never seen her so fucking adamant to shake her ass, and he pains me because like she was one of my favorite composers.
But it pays her to shake
It
her
pains
ass.
me. Yeah,
Right, but it pays
does
her.
it pay her?
Yeah, people want to see her shake her
Couldn't
ass.
she be classy?
She is classy.
Is she classy these days? Come on, that's not classy. She's always shaking her ass, bro, and then talking about like, oh yeah, that motherfucker cheated on me. Fuck you,
As a
PK.
Latino, I don't like. You're not part of this community right now.
I disagree with you
we need
because
the ass shaking.
no,
bro.
because you said this in the past too when I was talking about the Karol G performance on Coachella. And also the Bad Bunny performance, where I told you sometimes we lean too much on the stereotypes, and I think we should make it more about like, you know, how we are also like, you know, evolving into like fire shit, and now you're doing the same thing. So what? So she has to be shaking her ass, or is not Latino worthy, motherfucker? It could be classy. Couldn't it be Whitney Houston shit?
No, right? Because you don't see Whitney Houston shaking her ass like that.
You don't. I mean, she's doing crack in the back. Is that the one that did crack? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm right. I'm not defaming anybody. No, I mean, Whitney Houston, I mean, aside from the crack, she was classy as fuck throughout her whole career, right?
Right.
I mean, she wasn't shaking her ass out there.
But it's also a different culture.
I know, but why do we have to be just always shaking our ass? Why can't they like?
But
Why can't
I
it be
think-
like? Why can't it be Shakira doing her all festive song about the World Cup, but not fucking just like the whole choreography, bro? And the way she's shaking her ass, it's almost like she's trying to throw it up in the sky. Like it's almost like that Pitbull song, get your butt up in the sky. Like she's throwing it up in a way where it's like, calm down, like chill.
Also, think about it. She's at an age that where, you know, she can still do that. She wants to do that. She's going to be 80 and she's going to be shaking her ass. And
You know what she reminds me of?
Known for that.
You know what Shakira today reminds me of?
What's up?
You remember when we were younger, like in middle school, high school, and we would go to like a party, like, you know, and in the party, you know, we weren't even drinking then, but we were kind of like trying to like kiss girls and shit. And there's like somebody's mom, some girl's mom, who by the way is, you know, kind of hot, and she's like super wanting to be part of the group of kids, like she's like another friend.
Right, right.
And she's like dancing reggaeton with all, you know, the kids because she's like, oh, I'm the cool mom. But
And
in
she's
reality, you're
grinding
like
on the
cringe.
kids, too.
She's grinding on the kids. I even want to say,
I see it happen.
that lady was a
Real
problem.
story.
And she's grinding on the kids, right? And I mean, you and me had no choice. You know, it was God giveth, God taketh. So look, but she's cringy as fuck. You know that mom? We knew people that had moms like that, right? You know, Lord protector. You know, thank God for those moms. You know, giving you that first experience. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding about the kidding.
Stacy's mom.
So that's what I see right now with Shakira. Yeah, man, like she's just looking a little cringy, bro. Like chill, like make it, like be classy. You don't have to be like holding it up all the time.
But that's what she's known for. Anything different than that?
No, she's not. That's what
Anything
she's known
different
for.
than that is just weird.
More globally, bro. 50 years ago, she was
gringo.
for the gringo. Okay, but why does she have to cater for the, you know, global?
Puppy, that's what pays, dog.
Yeah, but is what pays always morally right to do, or is there like an argument for wanting to keep a certain standard for your art and for people to look back at you and be like, damn, that's a person that was classy, or no, she was just holding it up?
But then think about it. If you were in that situation, look where we might be right now. You know, we're not super empowered right now.
You're saying we are where we are because we're not holding it up?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
No, but think about it. When you get into that position where you're like, if I need to feed my family,
and
that means that I need to hold it up.
She's having.
Dude, that's what she's
having
like, all right,
economical
I
issues.
gotta. No, but she's trying to go for the dough. All these artists are trying to go. Everyone who
Okay,
gets
so what are you
big
saying? So what
contracts
are you
going
saying that it's
for-
not worth going for the dough, but getting maybe a little less dough, but you keep it kosher?
When you hear the stories for like soccer players or baseball players, like, oh, I
Right.
came from nothing, and I'm always gonna go to the team that's gonna pay me more, even
Right.
if they're the shittiest team.
Okay.
They're
I mean,
you're
I
following the
appreciate.
dough because you're gonna be like, this is for the fam.
I appreciate that you're not just being a contrarian. Like you have a point in that, but I just don't agree with that. And I think that Shakira could have been viewed by the Latin community and also worldwide community as someone that was a little bit more, I don't know, classy.
She's
I get it, shaking your ass sells,
Shakira
and it
is
gives
gonna
more.
end up being the Dolly Parton similar because Dolly Parton is 80 whatever, but she's still dressing like short shorts and showing her
Bro,
boobs.
Dolly Parton.
So in 30 years when Shakira is 80, she's
Well,
gonna
you know what?
be
You know
holding
what?
that shit down, and
Even
we'll be
though,
like, damn,
you
she
know
looks
what?
fine at 80.
I look at Dolly Parton, which by the way I love Dolly Parton, and
Hey,
even though she's
by
like
the way,
she's showy in that sense, I see her a lot more classy than Shakira. I
right,
don't
but
see her.
she's 80.
No, but I see her like that throughout her career, even as hot and as provocative as her personality was. I feel that she did it with more class because she's not just there like shaking her ass like like a circus show, bro. Have you seen the
Also,
video?
I think also I think the ass shaking, as you call it, of Shakira is the classiest of the ass shaking because it could
Oh
be
yeah.
very, very
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
not
If we go to
classy.
like J Lo or who knows,
No, no,
or
no,
even
no.
like
She's classy still,
yeah, okay.
but you can go like the completely different spectrum where it's very hoish, downish. I think
Give me an example.
Shakira, whatever Shakira is doing, she's shaking her ass, but it's in a classy way.
Okay, okay.
I mean, not all the ass shaking has to be unclassy, right?
No, I mean, I get you. Like, again, I don't agree, but I see your point and I respect it. What you're saying is, within the ass shaking world, you could argue Shakira is one of the classier. And I would agree with that because, to be honest, she's provocative, she's out there, but she's not super hoish where she's naked. So I give you that. Nevertheless, she is within that ass shaking community, and I think that she doesn't even need to be there because she has so much talent composing and singing and making music that you didn't even have to go that route. Girl, you didn't even have to go that route.
Do you think these people are just reinventing themselves all the time? That they're like, all right, I'm sticking with the ass shaking, but I'm doing more different things.
I think these artists, even though for us they're like super huge, they're human too. And maybe she thinks in her mind, like, hey, I'm older now, I'm less relevant. Maybe I need to do more ass shaking. And I think it's unfortunate because I think Shakira could have gone a route that was a lot more classier.
To be honest, I think Shakira is bigger than Dolly Parton. She's
Yeah,
more
globally.
worldwide known, right?
Yeah,
right.
that's true. Yeah.
For the American person, it might not be that way.
Yeah. But nevertheless, the world knows Shakira for ass shaking and not for her amazing songs.
Waka
in my
Waka's a
opinion.
great song.
Okay. Now, I've been trying to get to a topic, and then we just stop in this tangent, which is perfect. It gives it air. But what I actually wanted to get to is the World Cup is coming. One thing that is custom in every World Cup is that there's a collectible card sort of game going on where you get an album with all the teams and you buy booster packs that bring cards inside, and they're sticker cards. And then you stick them in the album. The company that has done this for all the existence that this has been done in soccer or in football is Panini, which is an Italian company. Very, very emblematic for us that have experience with the World Cup album because they've always done it. Their logo is ingrained in our brain, which, by the way, we will talk a little bit later about the fact that starting 2031, Fanatics is going to be replacing Panini for the World Cup album, which, has a lot of consequences. And I wanted to talk to you about the ramifications of that. But we had mentioned that, it is quite expensive to do the album. And now there's 48 teams, so there's a lot more cards that you need to buy. It is true that the Panini booster will have 7 cards instead of 5, so that will mitigate some of that extra pain. But nevertheless, there will be more cards that you will need. And you and me had said, we're not going to do it. And I still think I'm not going to do it. But you had some family members gift you an album and some cards. So tell me about this and how's that evolved?
We talked about it a couple of weeks ago.
About 3 boxes.
About not doing it this year. That I was going to save it for next time around where my son was bigger and he would understand more of what was going to go on. So after we talked about that, maybe 3 days after, I was talking to a family member and she had a bunch of the booklets, I think they're called.
The albums, right? I think they're called. Yeah, the booklets.
And she was gifting me one. And then a couple of days later, I talked to my stepdad. He's like, "Oh, I have another, a book and some cards for you and the kid." So from not going to go do it, now all of a sudden I have to do it because now my
wife
wife
you have 2
is
albums now. Oh, your wife is...
Right. So we're going to do one, like the official one, where we're going to try to fill it up. And then the other one, we're going to give it to the kid. And then if he wants to stick...
To fuck around and sort of do it in a more fun, less accurate way. Because I'm guessing there's one that you want to make it like really perfect, stick it. Like that was part of it.
That's the one we're going to keep. So now we're going to do it. We haven't bought the stickers or the boxes because they're out of stock everywhere.
Oh, really?
We've been to 5 different places and they're out of stock.
Okay, and have you thought of the strategy? Like, what's your strategy? You're gonna buy a box right away?
So my stepdad is giving us 1 box, and then we're gonna go.
Just to give a little bit of context, a box brings 50 boosters. Packages, and each package has 7 cards. So we're talking about 170, because it's 350 if it was 100 packages. So yeah, it's 175 cards, which of course a lot of them are going to be repeated. Yeah.
Right, and it's not even enough because more teams, more players, more cards.
So you're going to need
they're saying about
boxes,
2 to 3 boxes to fill it up,
and then trade.
So one of when we were younger and doing this, we would go to the little kiosks, right, in our cities, and then people would be there exchanging, or at school. I would take it to school, and then with my friends. We grew up older, and then some of that stuff wasn't available to us. Like we couldn't go to school and do it. Maybe you could, but you had to stay, like 100 feet away. So I don't know what I'm going to do. My wife found a place where they're going to start exchanging cards or letting people to go exchange cards. Yeah,
there's always Saturday. Places that open up like in that sort of way. I remember for the 2010 World Cup in the US, we had and I don't even know how this happened. Social media wasn't as advanced then. It sort of baffles me how it was that we organized shit. But for some reason, it was known that Starbucks at 6 p.m. every day, people would just go and trade. And I would just go and trade. And I think that's the best part of it, right? The gathering. I did read that the more people that are doing it, the easier it is to fill it up because you can trade with more people. If you're doing it internally, they say about 6 to 8 people is the max where it's perfect. Where like, it's not that many people that it gets too confusing to meet up, but it's enough people that if they buy boxes, they'll have enough repeats to trade with you and so on. So, and I think that's the way to do it. I think it's gonna be a great experience for you and your kid. I'm not gonna do it because it's just an extra expenditure that I already have a vice with Magic the Gathering, and I'm currently looking for a job. So it's not smart for me to do it. But with your kid, I think it's gonna be great. Even though he's quite young, I still think he's gonna enjoy the process of it and the trading, like going to places and trading and oh, I need this. I think
Right.
he'll grasp enough of it where it will create a core memory.
Um, and we were talking recently that about AI, right? AI has like a lot of bad things that may happen, but it can also have with very good things and be organized. So my wife, my lady friend, my lady companion,
Mm.
um, created through Claude like a website where
Hmm.
we could go in and have what we have and what we need sticker wise.
Like an
So,
inventory.
right. So remember when we were kids, we would do it by hand
Right.
and then be like team whatever and then numbers one through whatever. And then you would have to cross it out when you were exchanging in school.
Right. It was manual work.
It was manual work. So
Now you're
now,
bringing an Excel,
basically, yes.
but
Um,
with but with a sheet of cloth on top of it.
from what she showed me, she's still working on it, but from what she showed me, you can like tap on it and then different colors would come up to what you have to what you don't have. Um, I personally, I haven't done it in a while, but I feel like the paper old school situation would be easier
I mean,
rather
it
than,
it, it 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 is rewarding as well to do it old school way. But I get, your wife. She's very techy, so she's creating a fucking dashboard where you can pull up the statistics of getting the next car, what you're missing. That's fun. I mean, that's cool too. At the end of the day, it's just a medium for you to connect with other people and like
yeah.
have like a, you know what I mean? Like in Christmas, me and my family, like my sisters and my soon to be wife and brother-in-law, we did a puzzle, like a very big one, right? That I actually glued and put in my studio. And that thing took a minute. Like it took a couple of days of us like getting together and having a few drinks and doing it. And yeah, it's a cute thing. It's like an object that now is a reminder of like a moment we had as a family that was beautiful. But that's just a medium for the thing that really mattered, which was the connection and the gathering and like being together. And I think with all of these things is the same, right? Like at the end, these are just mediums for you to be able to connect with other people, right? Like I play card games because I want to connect with other people. And hopefully in this world of AI and technology and what it seems to be like the end of the world, I like the fact that people still search to have these connections.
That's what makes going to little kiosk kind of rewarding. Also, you can get fucked around. People might be taking advantage of you. I was saying that, maybe that's why we go to we used to go to the little kiosks in our cities and do it with just like random people. And it was just that, on Saturday at 12, we're gonna meet in such and such place. And you would have to bring your big ass stash of cards plus your little paper. Did you put a rubber band?
I probably did, which was a bad idea, right? Like they weren't that that thick, so they could get fucked. And I'm sure that this year they're gonna be a lot. People are gonna be a lot more careful because just collecting of cards has just become. It has had a boom, especially since you know since the 19 flu, and so people now really got into collecting, and that comes with like now protecting the cards and not putting them with fucking rubber bands.
The I have a friend. Well, my wife has a friend who is doing like a little box with what's the name of the printer with the 3D printer. So he
Right.
he made a box that fits all the stickers, and you
Mm.
can set it up how you want it, and have like the repeated ones and the new ones on one side. And he's giving us one
Oh shit.
accordingly, apparently. Not accordingly,
Okay.
apparently. I haven't seen it. It's not home yet, so it hasn't happened. But
Okay,
when it
but
does, I can
it's
show it
bound
to
to.
you.
No, that's sick. I mean, in the world of Magic the Gathering that I play, you also like want to get customized boxes and shit. And there's a company which I love. It's just like a startup of like maybe two guys. They have these 3D printers and they make this. They call them deck boxes, and they're made out of resin, and they're super cool. And the fact that you can just create it custom made to fit the amount of cards that you use or whatever. So anyways, that's pretty fire. Now I wanted to ask you a little bit further on this topic. Had you seen this this update on the fact that starting on World Cup 31, Fanatics instead of Panini is gonna be the one making the cards for the World Cup?
I don't think it's good.
But you knew
I don't
about
think
it.
it's good. Yes, I heard about it.
Yeah.
I didn't really read too deep into it, but I understood what was happening. It's not good because Fanatics has given us shitty products across the board, across different types of things.
Elaborate.
Jerseys, like the baseball jerseys were shitty. And it's basically a monopoly of the industry. There's other like trading cards companies like Tops. I can't
Top
remember
Deck
the other
is
ones.
one, or
Maybe.
Top Deck, or maybe that they do accessories.
Maybe it's the same one.
I understand that Fanatic also took the rights from Tops and the other company, which I can't remember in America, for like NFL, basketball, baseball, and shit. And Fanatics, the owner is Dave Rubin. No, not Dave Rubin. Michael Rubin, I think. He's like this millionaire investor. And he seems to be like one of these situations where a big corporation owns these things. But I feel like when that happens, and you see that a lot these days, the corporations don't have the soul for that type of product. You know, like Panini, and I also think it's sad. And I also believe that Panini fumbled the bag, as the kids like to say, because I think they have been dropping in quality. People say it online. And the fact that Fanatics is getting this is because they didn't put enough money for this. And they should have capitalized more on the fact that they've had the World Cup for so long. I think they got comfortable. They felt, oh, we have the World Cup forever. And they didn't think, oh, shit, now this thing is getting more famous, globalized. And now you have Fanatics, which has a lot of investor money and was able to secure that deal with FIFA, I would assume, to get the rights to do the album. Sucks. I think it's going to be the first time that it's not Panini doing it. I had heard also, like you mentioned, that Fanatics had bad quality, like with baseball, equipment. The clothing apparently was shit. I think they already have the rights to some of the trading cards in the business. And I have heard people rumor that they're not sure if this company cares about the quality of these collectibles more than about, like you said, monopolizing the market. And I think this type of markets need people that are actually invested with the product, like people that love that thing. When like a big corporation comes and sort of takes that place, I feel like they don't bring that soul to it. It's just this corporate greed about wanting to make money on some shit that people like, but then you lose the rest, you lose that essence that made it great in the first place. It's sad.
What do you expect other than probably being more expensive?
The album? Or
yeah. When Fanatics takes
when
over.
Fanatics comes? I mean, I guess it's not that much of a long time. It's in 31. Wait, why is it 31? It's 30, right?
30.
Yeah,
so
the one
World
in
Cups.
Spain.
I'm sorry.
One World Cup.
So this World Cup and then the next one is Panini. And then right after that, it switches over.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, so Panini has one more World Cup after this one.
One more.
Okay. I mean, so the next World Cup is gonna be in 34. That's when these people are gonna be active. So in 8 years, who knows what's gonna happen then? Who knows how big Fanatics gets? Who knows if Fanatics actually starts caring about the product and doing things that are super good for collectors that like it? I mean, I'm not against like a new company getting into the trading card game and coming out with a revolutionary product, I mean, I'm not a collector of sports memorabilia and cards, but I understand that in cards, they started coming out with cards that also included a patch from the player so that it gave it more value. I mean, these are all novel things that I'm not against.
I think that's probably what's going to happen maybe with Fanatics when they take over. Like the album's going to be more expensive and then it's going to be like, oh, there's a piece of, I don't know, such and such players in the shirt. And then that's what's going to make it more valuable. But if you think about it, there's Panini, that's the one that we know. But there's always been other ones. But there's something about Panini that captivated us and made us go towards that. Because I remember growing up, sometimes I would fill up 2 albums, the Panini one and then the knocked off one.
Right.
It was the same. The only difference is that you would have to glue it with a glue stick.
Right.
Rather than already becoming sticky.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would do that. So there has always been, and I think right now there's another company that does it. I don't know the name, but I think it's just lesser known, and then people are not so eager to find this one because, as I said before, we went to 5 different places and it was already sold out. They didn't even have the booklet.
No. Okay.
And for this time around, they have 2 or 3 different kinds of booklets. So they have the one that we know, like the soft edge, and then there's one that's actually like you like remember our yearbook? Hardcover, just like our yearbook. Same situation.
I think that's a natural evolution, making different tiers so that you can make it more VIP, and maybe you get an album that's nicer. I think all that's cool. I just feel that if the passion isn't there, then it's gonna suck. But let's see. Maybe Panini, after this hit, they're like, and to be honest, I don't know if Panini will not come out with an album or if it's just that Fanatic is gonna have the official one. So that part we don't know.
Well, I'm guessing the rights and the name.
Yeah, but didn't you say that in the past, Panini, you also had the knockoff one, or was that just in Latin America where you could do that?
Well, I didn't do it in the States. I remember in Venezuela we did.
Right, that's what I'm asking.
But it didn't say like FIFA.
Right. So maybe Panini can still make an album. It's just not going to be official. It's going to be like, who knows? Maybe that could happen too. But yeah, that sucks. I think Panini fumbled the bag and maybe they fucked up somewhere along the lines by not locking in these deals.
I just went into the Panini website and they have a sticker swap event. So they're going to post dates and places where people can go and swap or exchange cards.
I think that's super, super cool.
Yeah.
I support that. And they should even get out with like an app and you can like in the app see what's near you, what meat place is near you. I think that's all super cool.
Maybe we can create it.
The app?
Through Claude. Right. You can create the website. That's what my lady friend,
right,
my lady lover.
Yeah, you can make like a Tinder for trading cards.
Right, have it, not have it, and then
right. How near? Are there any horny milfs near me? Well, fuck, this is not the app.
You want to hear something funny? I'm actually on Reddit lately a lot. Something I haven't done before, but I go in it more because of the video games that we play.
Right.
So I follow Ark Raiders on Reddit, and then all of a sudden more shit starts showing up about the video game. So I fell into a side of it that I didn't know existed. It's called Ark Raiders. So you can have people trade with you blueprints, guns, and all the stuff, and then you can set it up through Reddit, and the other day I tried it and it fucking worked. And I
Like
was very excited about it.
you met up with somebody and you guys traded things?
Exactly. He's like, oh, because right now the expedition was going on. So you're basically going to lose everything. So a lot of people that does the expedition, they give away their stuff rather than just losing it to the game.
Right.
So this past couple of weeks, a lot of people have been posting I have such and such blueprint, I have such and such guns.
Oh, it's not even a trade. They just give them to you, gift them.
Sometimes right. And then you can see other people like, oh, I have this, but I want this. And it does happen. So I met up with this person who was from Belgium that lives in Luxembourg. We talked for 5 minutes. We went into the game. He gave me the blueprint. He's like, GG's. And then we just left the game.
And the way that you do this is you guys get into a party together and you go as a team. And then once inside the game, he just drops the item.
Right. So the
and then you gotta leave.
And you're gonna leave safely, correct?
Extract. So that party's a little bit tense.
It was. I had it in my safe pocket.
Okay.
So I knew I wasn't gonna lose it, but still, I went naked. I didn't bring any guns or anything.
Okay. That's funny.
So the expedition was last night at 3 a.m. I wasn't gonna play last night, but I was watching Twitch videos about the fucking game, and then they're like, "Oh, we're gonna start giving away stuff. You know, the expedition is soon, so we're just gonna go randomly and leave stuff." I'm like, "Fuck it." I went into the game, bro. No shit. People were dropping me stuff, guns, blueprints, everything I fucking needed.
And they just gave them to you.
And so I would go in, play for like 20 minutes the game. And then when I would extract at the extract place, there would be people giving shit away.
Or like it's fucking Christmas. They just...
Dude, it was amazing. I felt so fucking good.
Oh shit, that's actually pretty cool.
And I did it. Right. And I did the expedition was at 3 a.m. So people basically gave stuff away until that time. But I played until 6 a.m.
And now you have a bunch of shit?
Now I have a bunch of shit that I have to go in and kind of sort out.
Damn, this guy. Damn.
Dude, you created a monster.
I got Chef Maurice into Ark Raiders. Well, I got him into buying a gaming computer. Then he got Ark Raiders. And now he's completely addicted to Ark Raiders and knows all the bits and pieces of it.
It all started because I told you I wanted to buy a $200 laptop.
Yeah, it all started with like, hey, for podcasting, it'll be nice if I don't use the computer of my wife. You think I can get like a laptop for like $200, $250? And I'm like, yeah, we can look at it. And then I was like, I think you might want to spend like $500. And then he's like, but what if I want a game? Well, maybe 1,000, 3,000. I don't know. But it was crazy. And now you're fucking all in the game, playing Ark Raiders. Now you're going to Reddit. You find the places where they give you free stuff. I mean, to be honest, I'm proud, but I'm also scared of what this can become.
I'm more afraid that this, I don't want the game to go to shit. I like the game. I read a lot of Reddit stories or posts, and a lot of people are not happy. And I understand. Like the rats are shit.
The rats are the people that kill you for no reason?
For no reason. But I also understand the PvP aspect of the game. I don't partake in it. If you see my shit, the only knockdown that I have is that one guy that when we played together. I don't know if you remember. That's the only one I have. I'm very I like to do my trials, my quests.
Yeah, to give people some context, Ark Raiders is it's a new type of game that's called an extraction looter. And the way that or a loot extractor? No, extraction looter, right?
Something like that,
yeah. And the way that works is you go into a map and there's like this AI robots that are trying to kill you, and you are going into different buildings, collecting loot, and then trying to extract, going back to base without being killed. And technically speaking, you shouldn't have to interact with other human players because they're also on their own mission of collecting loot and getting back safe without the AI killing you. But there's this in the game people call the rats, who are people that on purpose just get into the game to try to kill other people and steal their loot. Some people might even argue that this is like a social experiment of what people would do in a post-apocalyptic world where instead of people helping each other, which is what we thought would have happened, instead they're fucking, some of them, there's a minority that likes to just, see the world burn. But now that you mention what Chef Maurice was explaining about the expedition, once you get far into the game, like enough, it's almost like you beat it. And what happens is you go into, quote, an expedition, and all it means is that like you're leaving the base because you're like hidden on the bottom of the earth because in the top there's this AI killing you like Terminator. But in any case, they lose all of their items and they start from scratch again. So to not lose all of that, they prefer to just give it out to other players that are below them. And the fact that they did that makes me feel like even though there's rats in the game, there's also magical, cool vibes people.
A lot of people with a guitar.
Love that.
So they would be next to the train that goes away, and then they drop all the shit and then playing the guitar. I encounter a person who was like, only take 2 things. So I want to give it to more people. And I was very cool with that. I only take 2 things.
Kind of like Halloween. You have a little sign on the candy, please take 1.
Right.
But then...
And it was fun. But now I fear... So I was fearing playing before the expedition because you needed to get to 50,000 points or damage points. And that meant anything. So a lot of people was going PvP. And I'm like, I don't want to lose my shit. I don't want to lose my stash. So I wasn't playing as much. But now the expedition ended. So new people start. A lot of these people, they lose everything. So now they want things.
They want to be rats?
Right. So you bring your stuff because you're doing your quest, and then they're going to,
So you're saying after the expedition, things, criminal activity went high
might
again?
happen.
Oh, you don't know yet?
Yeah. I don't know. I played until 6, but it was very chill.
Okay, so you haven't gone back to the world to check what's happening.
I haven't gone down. I haven't gone back. Maybe later on today, because one of the package, it has gotten to the point that the package I got is a new controller that's good for shooting.
For real?
For real.
That's crazy. For real. Okay, and is this like a... What up? Because it's... Okay, before you were playing with a PlayStation controller in your computer.
Correct.
And now
so I'm still gonna do that.
Okay.
But this new controller is just a PlayStation controller.
Oh, it's also a PlayStation, but a better one.
A better one, correct.
Like a Pro.
It's like the when you shoot, you don't have to go too deep. It's like right there.
Okay, this is like more tactical. Okay.
And it has paddles, so you don't have to move. So you don't have to move your
this
hands.
reminds me when I used to play Halo and I wanted to be professional. I also got a controller that had paddles in the back so that I didn't have to move my fingers. That's crazy, bro. You're getting into like the professional circuit. I like it.
Right. I still, from playing the game and from what I watch on Twitch and see what streamers do, I think the mouse and keyboard is 100% better. I personally don't like. My mechanics don't work for that shit. I don't know what it is. It's something you get used to it, but I'm already used to the controller.
Yeah,
so
like for you, it's just more natural
route.
to use a controller. Yeah. It is definitely a game that I think you're able to be quicker, faster, more accurate with a controller, with the mouse and keyboard. But for example, some of my friends that I play Path of Exile with, they use controllers. And that's a game that... that game is meant to be played with a mouse and keyboard, but they're able to do it with controllers and it works for them. So, yeah, it depends. Like when I started Halo was always on Xbox and I would play with a controller. And it was a shooter that I played with a controller where normally a mouse is better for shooter. Then, in the last years, Halo came to PC as well. And after going through many controllers because they will fuck up and the aim will be off, I was like, fuck it, let me try with keyboard. And now I got married to keyboard and mouse, even with Halo. So yeah, I like to do both.
I'm gonna give the controller like a try.
Okay.
You're gonna tell us eventually. Yeah, I'm gonna keep trying the keyboard and the mouse. It's hard for me. Like, a little bit of the tard on it.
Yeah, a little tard. If you've never if you've never been a gamer with keyboard and mouse, learning it at 38, it's got to be a challenge. You know, it's like trying to learn a new language at 40.
Right.
It's not ideal, but yeah, it depends. It depends. I started using keyboard and mouse since I was so young for games that it's just natural to me.
But you see, for me, I wasn't a big gamer. I always had the consoles, but I wasn't a big, shooter. I was more of the FIFA, like the soccer games. All the sports. I actually had games and I was okay, good. But shooters was never my thing. I got in a little bit into it with Call of Duty, but there wasn't something that it wasn't clicking with me. So I would play it, occasionally, and
for fun, but it wasn't like you weren't
a deep thing,
committed.
A gamer.
Like you've never had a thing where now with Ark Raiders you're like addicted.
I have so many hours on this game that I can't fucking believe it.
Can you tell us? Because I know about hours. Can you tell us how many hours that game says you have?
So to do
and I want people to say what they think about this in the comments, because this is pretty crazy.
A sec. So there's two. There's a Steam one, and then there's the game one. To open the game one, I'll have to open the game.
No, it's a Steam. The Steam is enough.
I think it's a respectable 373 hours.
Okay, 373 hours. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Is it too much?
No, I think that's perfect. I mean, I've never played a game that much in my life, so.
Well, maybe you don't have.
Oh, who knows?
Whenever
maybe
you played Halo, you didn't.
Maybe I'll check Halo to see, because Warcraft, I can't see Warcraft. It's on Steam. I mean, if you've had fun with it, I mean, imagine the amount of money you paid for it and all the enjoyment you've gotten out of it. That's the way that I look at it. Like that's how much happiness and joy has it brought you. Are you the type to, like, next year? I think it's next year because they've delayed it. When Grand Theft Auto comes out, is that something you rock with?
I think I would fuck with it. Yeah. Okay. I want to see how deep I'm still into this game, into Ark Raiders. I'm hoping it'll get better. I'm hoping it'll pull you back.
Halo, I have 410 hours.
Okay.
So I put in the work as well.
But that's throughout how long? Maybe a couple of years?
Yeah, like 5 years.
Okay, so
right. You put this in 6 months.
In 6 months, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I'm
crazy.
I'm low because you see those fucking streamers, right? They play the same fucking game for 9-10 hours. Except last night I wasn't gonna play, dude. I ended up doing 5 hours, and it's always like one more, and I'll leave.
And like you go to sleep, and then your kid is waking up to go to school.
That's what happened today. So,
do you feel bad? So, like, is there guilt? Because I think that happens to me sometimes. I stay home like playing late, and I start getting guilt. Or you're not suffering from that.
I don't think so, because one, I'm kind of sharing some of that time with the wife.
Right, because you play with her.
Right. So we don't play all the time, but we play lately we've been playing a lot together. So I don't feel guilt there, that I'm not spending so much time with her. No, actually, we're spending more time.
No, actually, to be honest, it's actually perfect, because that's the problem with me. The guilt is mainly because I'm not sharing more time with my significant other. And I kind of envy you that you have this thing with your significant other where you both like this video game and you can play together, because then you're killing two birds at once. Right? You're killing what you like to do, but also you're doing something with her. Right. In my case, the things that I like, it's almost like my girl fucking hates. She can't see me like start playing my card game, because then she's like, oh, the fucking cards. So, and I mean, I'm not trying to talk shit. Like, I do think sometimes I go over the line where I'm like playing too much.
You don't think you can spend 373 hours right now on
No, I couldn't.
no.
Not on a new game. I mean, I think I'm spending that in the shit that I'm playing already, the vice that's already taking over my life, which is Magic the Gathering. Anyways, that's okay.
And the other thing is like with my son, it's like I know this is not the most healthy thing that he should be watching. So when I play with him, like when he's around, I play for like a small amount of time. And when he's talking to me, I literally just stop. You know, I hide. I'm like, give me a second, let me hide. And then, but I try to give him the attention he needs. And then most of the times, most of the hours that I put in have been, you know, all-nighters.
I mean, the fact that you're doing it until 6 in the morning is because also you're waiting for your kid to go to sleep, and then you go into the all-nighter. Right. So
last night I didn't go in until 12:30.
Right.
And I wasn't gonna get in. My plan was not to go in. But then I saw these people giving shit away. I'm like, damn, I wanna partake on some of that love.
I mean, I almost like to see you have fun with Ark Raiders as if you were my son, and I'm seeing your joy through your eyes, because
my eyes, right?
You can only be immersed in a game for the first time one time, right? And this is kind of like your first video game for real that you've committed to, and the fact that it just clicked and you're able to be immersed in that world, I think is awesome. And I can't wait until we find the next game that can hook us both. Because I will be honest, and I know Chef Maurice has noticed, I like Ark Raiders, but I don't love it like Chef Maurice does. And this happens. I mean, we're different people. Sometimes certain particular things of games or features or dynamics or mechanics click with some people, and sometimes they don't. Or sometimes it clicks for a while. I was playing Path of Exile, which is like an RPG, and like Diablo, is that similar? And I never really liked those type of games, and I got hooked into it, and I played with friends for some months, and then I didn't like it that much anymore. And so I hope we can find a game that you and me like as well, because you got to jump to another game as well. You have a big ass computer with so much power, and you need to like also try with other things, but obviously it has to be something that you like, that fits the style of game that you have and all.
I'm afraid, actually, because I go, you know, now I'm more looking out for new games that are coming out. But I'm afraid that, you know, if something else catches my attention, I'm gonna leave this, and I kind of don't want to leave this.
Oh, because you're almost like enjoy it. You're almost like, I don't even want to try another game because I just want to make sure.
No, but I always look around. Like I'm always like weekly. I spend a couple hours on Steam just looking at games, looking at videos. I go.
Did
back
you look
on
at Cyberpunk 47?
I did. I did.
How did that
I'm
look
afraid
for you?
that it looks good. It looks like something I wanna play. But then I'm afraid that this I might like more, and then forget the other one that I also like. So I'm gonna give it a chance a little bit longer with this.
No, because it is a valid fear. When I started playing Magic, I stopped playing Warcraft, and that was a thing I played a lot. So you end up maybe dedicating more time to another thing. But yeah, there's times when like, hey, I like both and I play both. That could also be the thing. Normally, gamers end up playing a lot of video games, and I think this is just sort of the first touch of the heroin, and then eventually you're just gonna get hooked and start doing like fentanyl and just doing. But I think you just gotta find the style of game that clicks with you, and then you'll be able to find all the games that are of that sort of, you know. So, what do you think of the Cyberpunk one?
From what I saw, it was very interesting. It has a Grand Theft Auto feeling.
Yeah, a little bit, but it's like the reason why I thought you might like it is because it's not a competitive game where you're playing with other people and they're killing you or whatever. It is a sort of shooter, and then you go beat this world as a single player in a very beautiful world that my computer couldn't run, but I know yours would be able to.
It's in my list.
Wish list. Okay.
So,
well, I want to know.
I'm also excited about, all the new updates that are gonna come from this game, from Ark Raiders, because at the beginning of the year they gave a roadmap that ended in May. So any week now there should be a new
Something's gonna
roadmap.
happen. Okay.
And a lot of leaks are coming out
About cool things coming up.
yeah, like new worlds,
Weapons, maybe.
new weapons,
New enemies.
new enemies. There's a new one now that you haven't seen. I haven't dealt with it. Like, I dealt with it once and I kind of died, so I haven't dealt with it again. I'm trying to play with my wife so we can help each other out. But the fucked up thing, or the cool thing about this one, is that it doesn't spawn always. So you can go in and it spawns at a certain time, like between 12 minutes and 17 minutes or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
And then it doesn't spawn every time. So you have to like go back and forth and kind of, I don't know. That's maybe something I haven't, that's why I haven't gotten very into it, because the last one, I was very into it. Like the last update,
Yeah.
I was very into it, and I was like going in it, and you can find them. This one it's a little bit
Okay, and
harder.
so you telling me, because like you just got a new controller right now delivered, I'm sure inside of you you're like, I want to test it out and play and see what it is, right?
This is also important, so I'm doing the time.
No, I'm not
mode.
saying you want to leave the podcast for it, but I'm saying today you're gonna try it out and see
Oh,
what's
hell
up.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I would do. I'm like, what, a new toy? We need to try it out. So, well, let us know if it makes you, more agile with the trigger or trigger.
Good one. There's a weapon that got a buff. So I was playing with it the other day, and then the how do you call it,
The trigger.
the trigger was too deep into that gun, and I want to try the gun. So I'm like, I want to modify my controller, so I got into this world.
So you can get that double fisting going on.
Right.
The double fingering power that you practice as a young teen. All right, well, let us know how that goes. For people out there, I mean, do you have any addiction with games? Have you had any experience with where a game just took you away? I know of a lot of cousins and friends from back in the early 2000s that when WoW, World of Warcraft came out, their life pretty much were lost, and some of them, never recover, really. I mean, that's how bad it was. And video games can do that to you. It's a double-edged sword. It can help you, like, Chef Maurice. You can see the light in his eyes again after so many years of depression. But it can also hurt you depending on how you dose it. Anyways, World Cup, Panini. Are you trading cards? Are you collecting them? Let us know. Is this something that's still fun for you? Are you doing it with the kids? That becomes more interesting that way. And is it cool that fanatics? Shakira ass shaking. Is that vulgar, or is that just part of being Latino? Let us know. I vote vulgar. Chef Maurice votes that's just being a Latino.
Culture.
Yeah, cultural. It's cultural enrichment. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. Like every week, we're on every platform. You can see the clips on TikTok, Instagram. You can see the full thing here on YouTube, but also you can listen to it in any platform that has podcast. Yeah, take care. Have a nice week. Stay positive and stay grateful.